This thing looks really solid. We got the H frame.
What is that?
It's a rosin press. It's a rosin press.
Oh,
All right, welcome back, everyone. I just got myself a 6-ton rosin press from a company called DabPress. So let me unbox this right now. Now, this is on my own dime. This isn't sponsored or sent to me for free or anything like that. I paid full price. And I'm very excited. All right. Sweet. Got some tools and a power cord. Oh yeah. Now I do have a 2-liter short path distillation setup that I haven't gotten around to using yet. And a really nice viewer messaged me on Instagram and reminded me of that. So I am going to make a video about that soon. But look at this thing. Oh yeah. Now, look how simple and sweet this looks. All you have to do is load up your rosin bags, heat it up, and start pressing, you know? You got your jack right here, goes in like that. Got your heating plates. This thing looks really solid. It's really sturdy too. Got the H frame. It comes with another non-stick mat. Look how big this thing is too. This is like 1.5 times the size of the Best Value Vac non-stick mat, so that's pretty cool. You got your directions right here. Awesome. I also got the accessory bundle, which comes with like a pre-press mold, as well as like a cold plate and some other things. Let's get into that. Another thing I want to mention is I bought this and it came the next day. So once again, that's DabPress.com. So I was really impressed by that. All right, let's get into this. Oh, this thing is solid. So you can make some flower pucks with this thing. So it's more efficient when you put it in the rosin bags. I'm not sure what these little plastic sheets do, but they came with the rosin bags also, so I guess I'll find out eventually. I think this is going to be the cold plate. Yeah. So, oh no, this is going to be some tools. Look how sweet that is. Oh, nice. What are these? Are these little containers? I think these might be, yeah. They give you 5 little concentrate containers in this bundle, which is really cool. And some collection tools as well. Really impressed so far. All right, and now this is going to be the cold plate. And this thing is basically like just a piece of metal that you throw in the freezer and you put it under the non-stick mat or the parchment paper that you collect on to make it easier to collect the rosin. So that's this thing right here. It's a cold plate. How nice that looks too. I'm really impressed with this company. Like, look at the feet, even the feet. Just like nice craftsmanship. And then I got my assortment filter variety pack. So these are the bags that you put either your flour into or your like bubble hash into. And then those go in there and you have some parchment paper and you squeeze it together when these are hot. Let's get into actually using this press. First, you want to fold the corners of the bag in like so. Then we are going to fill our mold up. I'm using sugar leaves here, so I didn't have to worry about breaking the buds up. If you are using buds, you want to make sure you remove the stems before you put them in the mold though, because the stems can tear the bag and cause a blowout. So these plastic sheets help you slip the puck into the mesh bag if you use the pre-mold, or help you load it if you're not. You want to make sure the corners are flush on the bottom of the puck, and you want to push it firmly in place and cut off the excess part of the bag. And you can save that and use that extra bag for another puck, but instead you'll just use the little present wrapping technique on both the top and the bottom instead of just the top. So we're going to turn the press on and wait for it to heat up, using magnets to hold the parchment paper in place. (190°F) is the factory setting for this press, and I've gotten some pretty good results using that temperature.
What's that?
It's a rosin press. It's a rosin press.
Oh yeah.
Time for the actual press. So you want to get the plates close enough so that the bag doesn't unwrap when you slide your puck in. Then you want to apply enough pressure so that the plates are just touching the puck. Then we're going to let it sit here for 30 seconds to let everything warm up and get melty before extraction. We're going to apply firm and consistent pressure, making sure not to overdo it. You'll definitely be able to feel when you can't go anymore. And then we are going to wait for about a minute or so. Once the rosin starts flowing out of the bag, you'll be able to squeeze a little bit more, but make sure you don't overdo it so you don't cause a blowout. And just like that, we are at the step we've all been waiting for, the collection. So the cold plate will make the rosin more brittle, so it'll lift off the parchment paper easier. But if it gets too cold and brittle like you see here, it'll start jumping all over the place. Simply take it off the cold plate and it will return to a consistency that will stick to itself when you pat it with your collection tool. Bear in mind, I still get a lot more product when I do hydrocarbon extractions, and BHO generally leaves behind some undesirables that rosin can pick up, such as waxes, chlorophyll if the press is too hot or too much pressure is used, and some plant particulate matter if the micron size is too big, but there are still some major upsides to rosin over BHO. It is completely solventless, which nullifies the risk of inhaling residual butane. This also means that you don't have to purge anything, making the turnaround instant. You can extract rosin and dab it immediately afterwards. When I make BHO, I know it'll be a multi-day long process, so I won't be able to use what I make right away. This rosin press makes it so I never have to run out of concentrate again, since I can make usable concentrate in a matter of about a half hour from prep to final product.